Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Crank Addict, and this is the channel for crank addicts like me and hopefully like you. As you can see, we've got the doors off the K5 Blazer again. Ran into some issues trying to powerify the windows. So there are some differences between the old Blazer doors and the new 81 to whatever doors that I bought. So let's go over those real quick. All right, so this here is the driver's side door. This is an original door off an 80s truck, and I chopped the window frame to make it fit my K5 Blazer. It's an old convertible Blazer, so 73, 74, 75 have to be chopped. And also, when I did this, I had to modify this. I had to weld in this bracket here. This bracket is actually from an old K5 Blazer, but you can make one pretty easy. You don't have to have this raised indentation. All you need is have to spot weld to this back piece, spot weld to the front piece to support, spot weld here, and there's like a plate back here to spot weld. So pretty simple stuff. You do need a hole on the back side as well, so you can fit your window channel, which is currently loose. But I showed that in my last video, so check that out if you didn't see that video. Other alterations is I am having to play around with this window channel locating slot, hole, whatever you want to call it, down here. I'll show you that on my other door. Okay, so this 1 1/4 inch hole here is pretty much in line with the bottom edge of this recessed area here. So the measurements aren't real critical, just try to get close. And it goes about in the middle of the door, side to side here. Okay. This accordion escutcheon thing here is actually on there backwards, go figure. The way I know that is because on this side you have a small 1 1/4 inch opening, and then you have this a grommet that goes into the firewall of the truck. Well, this isn't going to seal that very well. The other side of the grommet has a larger section here, and it's kind of recessed. That recessed area actually fits over your entire grommet here. So this thing is on backwards. I'm glad I caught that because I did not realize that before. So I'll flip that around here. I'll show you on my other door how that looks. Okay. I'm running fewer wires into the door than you probably will because I'm going to be relocating my power window switches to the center console. Being a K5 Blazer, it's never going to have a bench seat, so I thought that center console was a good place to put those window switches. Okay, so on to the other side. Check it out. That's a 6-liter. I know you can't see it. Turn on the light here. My light is dead. Great. Okay, but there's a 6-liter in there. Okay, so over here I got my 1 1/4 inch hole cut, and you can see this escutcheon is on there properly. The small hole goes against the door. The big one goes over the grommet that fits into the what call it? This is the A pillar, I guess. But this metal here is super hard. You can see I've been chopping on it with a hole saw, and I have not been able to get through. I destroyed 2 Home Depot hole saw bits trying to drill through this hardened metal. So I went out and I bought this bad boy. Look at this. Carbide teeth all the way around. I got it off Amazon, and it only cost about $2 more than the Home Depot ones. So hopefully this will tear into that hardened metal so I can run my wires. You can see where the hole is located here. It could probably be farther over, but with my finger in place, this is as far over as I can get it with my drill. So this will work. It's just slightly above the door light switch there, just a hair. Not super critical, just get really close. Get as close as you can, you'll be fine. All right, so this is the passenger side door here. I got the window working finally. I've had to make a few minor changes to this door to make sure everything would fit right. The biggest change, of course, is I had to re-slot this bottom over to push the bottom edge of this window channel over. Every time I dropped the window down, the window would come apart off the front end. So by moving it over just a 1/4 inch, 5/16 of an inch, I was able to secure the window tighter on the drop, and it seems to stay in place now. Okay. Oh, and also, this top one was super tight. So I actually took the brace out of it. I cut it with a 1/8 inch carbide wheel, which probably gave me a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch of a cut. You know, those things never cut precisely. And then I butt welded it back together. So I moved this window channel back 1/8 of an inch, and you can still see it is really tight against this back edge here. But the window does go up and down now. If I have any problems in the future, I may remove this brace one more time, that channel, and then cut another 1/8 of an inch out of it and re-weld it again. But it seems to be working, so I'm going to leave it. I still need to drill a hole up here on my window channel, because the old hole was right on my cut line. So I'm going to have to drill another hole to secure the vent window. And let's see what else. Oh, interesting note. The old glass is definitely thicker than the new glass. So make sure your glass matches your window channels, which matches your weather stripping and even matches your vent windows. I measured them, and the old vent windows are just a fraction of an inch wider than the new vent windows. So as they shrunk this glass down, they actually shrunk the vent windows down. So if you think your 84 model vent window is going to work on your 77 Chevy truck, you might want to double think that. It may not fit so well. So live and learn. It was nice that I was able to compare those. I think even the vent windows themselves are slightly thinner on the newer trucks, but I haven't been able to verify that for sure. It's close. It's really close on the vent windows. Okay, but just eyeballing it, I think they are a little thinner. Let's see what else. I already mentioned, I don't know if you guys can see up in here the window tracks. Yeah, it's kind of hard to show here. But the wheels on the old window tracks are smaller than the wheels on the 80 model window tracks. So if you're going to use the 70 style window track, make sure you get the 70 style little wheels. The K5 windows have this support welded to the bottom of the window track, and the window track actually goes farther back too. Okay? This support fits into the channel down here, so that when you're at maximum height, you still have some support back here. Normally you'd have the window frame going around the window for support, but since you don't have that, this was GM's answer to missing that support. So yeah, make sure you got this little thing here. And I said, it's just a little piece of metal, same thickness as the glass. It just kind of extends that glass further down. Okay, and I think that's about it. So now I'm going to load this little bit here in my DeWalt drill, and we'll see if we can't cut through that hardened metal. Yeah. Oh, and for the record, this is the driver's side here. I did get through the outer sheet metal with the Home Depot drill bit, but there's an inner one as well that's equally hard. that wasn't able to penetrate. Went to Home Depot, bought another bit, tried it on the other side, couldn't even get through it. Well, I think I probably started here actually, and I realized this is really tough. Went to the other side, finished off the drill bit. Not going to happen, so here we go. For all the glory right here. Can we do it? Oh man, like butter. Woo! Let's do the other side. Okay, here we go. Now I've got 2 layers on the passenger side. First the outer. Woo, there's one. Let me switch batteries and I'll get the other one, okay? All right, yeah, okay. New battery on my drill. I think I want to ask Santa Claus for a new battery for Christmas. These batteries are pre-COVID. And yeah, they don't quite hold the charge like they used to. I also need a new rotary tool, AKA Dremel. So, you know, feel free to make a donation. Anybody watching, thank you. All right, here we go. Round 2, through that inner structure. Hang up. It bit on something. There we go. Bam! Okay, so I've been trying to figure out how these escutcheon boots go on, and there's really only one way for them to fit. The grommet that goes in the firewall has to fit like this, okay? It seems like you should be able to push it in, but when you push it in, you end up with a lip, and the lip will not seal with either side of this boot. However, if you take it and kind of squeeze the edge in, kind of pull this back out for you here, if I can. Well, maybe not. I don't want to scratch the paint, but I put it in kind of sort of backwards in there, but this allows the large end of my boot to fit on there flush with the sheet metal, okay? And of course, this part here goes to the door. This isn't too important. This is actually the smaller opening for the door, so that makes a lot of sense. It's 1.25 inches as opposed to 1 inch and, oh gosh, what is that, like 1.75 inches on that side? So that actually kind of makes sense. So install your grommets this way, and it'll be a much better leak-proof seal. Again, you don't care if your door leaks because you've got the vents on the bottom to drain, but you don't want the water leaking inside your cab. So set them up this way. All right, guys. Well, this little carbide bit did the trick. That was nice. I wish I had that this last week. So anyway, now it's back to the wiring. I gotta get both these windows going up and down, get the doors remounted, and run some wires to the center console. Not sure if I want to keep the door lock switch in the doors or not. Sometimes it's hard to find power windows doors from the 70s. I'm looking for the one that has that nice aluminum trim. It's kind of a little cowboy design. That's the door panel I want to use for this truck, as opposed to the 80s model with a big stainless steel band, or the early 70s model where they're just like shorty doors. I like the shorty door panels, but you just can't make those work with power windows. So anyway, I'll be thinking about that. I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps me in the ratings. And I'll catch you again later. Ah, there's that glorious 6 liter. All 450 horsepower of it. Enjoy.